Universe. I don't usually talk about the more serious topics, but I believe this one is very important. Um, as some of you may or may not know, about 2 hours ago, Charlie Kirk unfortunately died, and I know I know not there were a lot of people who didn't agree with him, but I feel like there were a lot more people who did. I was one of them honestly who um agreed with him. I very much agreed with him. Um, I think even if you didn't like him, whether you did or not, I think we can all murder is not okay, and it just it makes I think it's kind of stupid that people are killed or try to be killed just because they're a politician, they speak their mind, things like that. Like Trump trying to get assassinated, and now this is very sad. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people may have not liked Charlie Kirk. You may be one of them. You may have not agreed with him, but I still think it's important to like remember that it's not okay. You know. So, um, yeah. Either way, I think we need to be sending prayers towards his family. If you're a Christian, especially, please do, because he had a 1 and 3 year old and a wife, and it's really sad to think about how his kids probably aren't going to remember him. The 3 year old might, slim chances, unfortunately, but the 1 year old isn't going to remember their father. I can't remember if the youngest one is a boy or girl. I think it's boy and girl. Um, and they weren't there when that happened. I don't know exactly where they are. I just know they weren't there because they weren't like I don't think they were traveling with him, so I don't think they got to be there. That's an assumption though, so I'm not 100% on that, but I'm like pretty sure, you know. Um, yeah. So just be saying prayers for the family if you do that stuff. Um, but yeah, let's just. I think it's just very important to keep that in mind. Um, yeah. So just send prayers to Charlie Kirk's family. I know a lot of people don't agree with him on stuff. But there's also, like I said, a lot of people who do agree with him. So either whether you liked him or not, can we just please send prayers towards Charlie Kirk's family and recognize that murder, no matter who it's to, is not alright. I think that's important to note. And can we please let not this be slid under the rug and just be like, oh, it doesn't mean anything, because this is also huge in multiple ways, not just for like his family and all that stuff, but also in the political aspect of just like showing how when we can't agree, people tend to like use violence as the answer. And I think it's important to know that just because you don't agree with you can disagree with someone. That's completely okay. But the problem is when it gets to violence, I feel um like I personally agree with them. You may not have. That's okay. We don't have to agree on everything, but I think it's important, like his message was a lot of times, that we talk about it and don't just like be silent, because when we're silent, like he to kind of quote him, that's when civil wars happen, that's when violence happens, that's when bad things happen. And sometimes when you do speak though, like he did, you end up getting killed, which is awful and should not be normal. And um, yeah, so just keep his family in mind, and if you pray, keep him in your prayers. And yeah, I just hope all of you are having an amazing day. And yeah, it's very sad to think about. Um, in fact, also considering the fact he was 31 years old and killed, which is a very short life for someone. So, yeah, just keep him in mind. it was very slim chances that he was going to live, but I personally was like kind of silently hoping he was going to live, because that's just awful. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. That pretty much covers it all. So yeah, in case I'll go into a little detail, but I'm not gonna go into too heavy a detail because I don't want to get like demonetized or anything. But basically, he got shot in the neck, and he was rushed to the hospital, and I'm assuming that I hope so that people tried their best to help him, but unfortunately he did not make it, and we found out about this about 2 hours ago. And Trump actually like put out things today like he's putting all the flags in America at half mast. So if you see an American flag and it's put at half mast, that's why. And in case you don't know what half mast means, when it's usually up here, like if the pole's like this, it's in the middle. So that's when like something bad happens, or if it's like a national. I think they do it on Memorial Day, right? Like when it's like holidays like that. But yeah, just yeah, it's just a very big tragedy, and we really, really, really should. I don't know what I was gonna say. We really just need to like keep talking, work through stuff, not just silently disagree. We need to like talk through things because civil wars happen and violence happens when we do not communicate correctly, or when we just like decide, oh, I don't agree with them, so I'm gonna kill them. That's not okay. I understand if you don't agree, but please don't kill anyone if you disagree with them. Like, seriously, please do not. I beg you not do that ever, because it's not going to solve anything. And I don't know. That's just, we just need to be very mindful, and I think it's important to know what's going on so that we can be aware of all this stuff. It's awful. It is truly awful. I mean, even people who aren't like Republican or like right side and all that stuff, even they were saying that that was wrong. Like, I don't remember his full name. I think his last or first name was Gavin, and um, he's not on the political side, same political side as Trump, but he said it was vile. Like, that just proves, like, if he can say that, I think other people can say that too. Honestly, I'm that might sound a little weird. I'm trying to find a better way to phrase it, but yeah. So little catch up too. So he was in Utah basically, and he was starting off his tour. I can't remember the name of it. It was like something America, and he was basically talking to a student because they were having like a little like he was like because he does debates and stuff, so they were disagreeing on something he was about to explain. And then like it's crazy, like I didn't see a video of it. Oh, wait, no, I did see a video. I listened to it and saw a video of it, and there's just like a pop, and then he just kind of like recoils, and then it's just like people start running, and it was insane. And yeah, it's really, really sad. And I hope nothing happens like this again. This it's just what Trump got almost like his attempted assassination was like in November or something like that, right? And this is happening, and it's just we we really don't. I don't understand why just because people get involved in politics they get killed. I genuinely don't understand. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Um, please be safe out there. Am. I think about like you guys, and I think about a lot of other people like all around the world all the time, and think I just hope everyone's being safe. Um, just yeah, don't do anything dumb. Please be safe. Um, yeah, and hopefully It's actually crazy too because I went on Wikipedia. I know you don't trust Wikipedia for your information for like school and stuff, but I googled Charlie Kirk, and it was crazy because I looked at it like at like 3 p.m. and it said born and then just had his parents over to the right side. And then I looked there a few minutes ago, like 15 minutes ago, and it said born and then it said died. Dying at 31 should not happen to anyone, and I think that is awful. I think, and no matter the cause, I feel like anyone who doesn't get to live a full life that's very sad. I just Yeah, it's just all very sad to think about. Mm. Yeah, so please just uh keep him in your keep him in your prayers if you pray, and in your thoughts if you don't, at least. I'm a very emotional person, so actually to me I actually started crying because I'm just emotional. I obviously didn't know him personally, but the thought of just two kids not and a wife not being able to say goodbye to their dad, husband, and not really getting to say goodbye is just an awful thought. Uh, yeah, I hope. Um, I think this is a very important day, and I think a lot of people agree with me on that. I know some people disagree, but that's okay. And I honestly don't really know what else to say. Just really, it's still very shocking to me because I've been watching him probably for like since June-ish this year. So June, July, August, September. So 4 months, 3, 4 months now. And the fact that he's just gone is just insane. It's honestly just insane. Uh, try to remember some other details. Um, but yeah, just try to. Actually, I don't know what I was gonna say. um, sorry. I try to make lighthearted of it, but it's really not lighthearted. It makes me sometimes it makes me uncomfortable to like sit in that stuff. I know some of you might feel that as well, but we really do need to like, yeah. But yeah. Um, I just hope that we don't forget things that happened today, and that we are able to just. I'm trying to think of the best way to put this because I'm trying not to make it sound like I'm lecturing y'all or anything like that, but like I think we really need to keep this day in our heads and just remember that these things happen and that it doesn't mean the world is a terrible place. Bad things happen though, obviously. But we need to remember too that like try and think how to phrase this. We just need to keep in mind that there will always be good and bad things. This is definitely a bad thing. This is a tragic thing. And we need to remember that no matter what, violence is never going to solve anything. And I think Charlie Kirk's mission was very noble. I I know, like I said, I know you guys, some of you might not agree with this, but I think the way he advocated for rights of, like, he, like, he told the truth. He used logic. He never lied about stuff. He never just, like, spewed insults at people. He used logic and he thought reasonably, which is one of the things I admire about him. And the fact that someone like that is just gone now is just insane. So yeah, I he also did write some books, so if you guys want to go buy that, one of the books is College is a Scam, which I'm actually kind of interested in. And also to be clear about that, not he's saying that like basically in that book that not all colleges are scams, but like if you want to do something smaller like that, you don't need like a degree for like if you need a degree for like a lawyer, doctor, things like that, but sometimes you don't need a degree. In fact, like he said, like a lot of people are wanting people who aren't college graduates. So it's actually kind of ironic because it's harder sometimes for people with college degrees to get jobs than not. And then I think there's like 10 something. I think it was like 10,000 or something like that jobs open that are like plumbers and stuff like that, which I think is crazy, but I'm just listing facts about him now. But yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, and Bye.